guys, it's Angie, guys and gals. Okay, today, I had made this the other day, just playing around using some scrap clay that I had. This is what I did on the inside. So, and of course they're metallic, so you can see, well, this one's actually mixed. Oh, my cat stuck to me. Oh, Grizz, hold on there. Are you off now? No, you're not. Oh, I might have to, there, I think he's done now. He's being very lovey today. Anyway, this was a mix with metallic in it, so, but I still got a nice mica shift out of it. And this one here is pearl. Gold of some kind. Can't remember which one it was I used, but it was one of them. And these here were just some things I was playing around with probably, I don't know, a year ago. I don't know. And I thought, well, I'll just slap them in here, see what it does. Like I said, I was just playing around. And all this on the side is just pearl with the mica shift in it. So, and this was just a little box I got at the dollar store. Nothing expensive, but it was easy to work on. And I got this one here too. Now this does have a, I took the string out. It's on my desk somewhere. That's an elastic. Anyway, if you could see, everything's just a mess. I've got so many things on the go right now. It's crazy. I've got a show on Saturday, so I've been doing lots and lots of stuff. But this here was on the box. Doesn't matter. It's going to be covered. But I thought it was really cute. And again, I don't know, they're not expensive. I'm going to say $1.50 maybe. They weren't anything outrageous by no means, but they make cute little boxes, right? I have a little granddaughter, daughter, whatever. She has some little jewelry, maybe jewelry you made for her, and you put in there. Anyway, my thought. So, yeah, we're going to do this one. This time I'm doing it, I was going to use a pink, but I mean, this is really bright, but I always, what is this one? Yeah, it's fluorescent pink. But I just said I would add my pearl in here, a little bit of this to pearl, to tone it down to a very light pink. And I've been working with this, and I did have some really light pink that I was using. Well, I could show you the bunny I made. This is toned down. Obviously. Is it this pink? Maybe it isn't even this pink. What do I know? Wasn't that one? Like I said, I have so much stuff going on around here. Okay, it was this one. Maybe I'll use this one. Oh, there it is. And so I thought I had some extra. It was this pink. Anyway, and I toned it down to make it this pink with my pearls. So yeah, it gives me a nice tone that I want. And I actually do that with all of my colors. If it's too dark, I tone it down. But I have done it with this one as well. I've toned it down big time. Just take a little tiny piece off of that, put it in with your pearl. It gives you a nice light pink. Anyway, I do have this one out. This one is the Sunset Pearl. So it is metallic. I thought these two would look nice together. These are the two I'm going to use. Now I gotta wrap this one back up. But anyway, again, busy week. I still have lots to do, but I'm squeezing this tutorial in because it's like it's been too long and I gotta get on it. So, and this is Primo Pearl. I go through so much of it. I buy it in the big blocks, but of course right now you can't find it in the big blocks. That's all right. I have a bunch of little blocks too that I've got. I'm going to take some of this. I'm not going to say how much I'm going to use because I'll be probably picking from both of these throughout the whole thing. I guess we'll just have to see what's left when I'm done. This is a twisted block. But as you can see, I have not taken much off of this one. So, and this would be a 2 ounce. Yeah, I find it really hard to measure these ones because they are so large in comparison to this. But if I start from that edge, you can see there's this much that won't be on it. But anyway, I'm going to take some of these, condition it, and then I'll be back. Back again. Okay, I have them all rolled out on my number 4 setting. This doesn't have to be major thick. It's going on a box. You could probably even take it down further, but I'm going to be using a stamp to get the mica shift, so I thought a 4 would be good. So I'm just going to burnish it, make sure it's nice and smooth as I can get it. Whoops! There I go, being destructive again. I'm quite good at that. I have been using this so much. Kind of looks, I don't know, I'll use it anyway. All right, here we go. I just lay it on there. I hold half with my hand and I start in the middle, rolling as hard as I can, which isn't that hard, but I'll keep going over it until I get it in as far as I want it. And try and push it in reasonably good. See, I'm just not really good at this. Well, I can do it, just I have better days than others. So this is going to have to do for today, which is fine. It's fairly deep. It's not like it's paper thin or deep. Yeah, I have problems talking at times too. What can I say? Anyway, trim up the edges here. And then we will start taking small little slices. And again, I like holding it close in the middle and just giving it a little tiny bend and going over it slowly, because you don't want to make it too deep. But you know, if you go beyond, it's okay. If you don't go too deep, it's nothing drastic. And if you don't get it all, it isn't anything drastic either, because you're going to be burnishing it again. And it all works out in the end. Let's see, I went in too deep there. I'm just going to put a piece of clay over top of that. Just one of those little tiny thin pieces of clay. Just like so. Never notice the difference. But this is because I only have it on a number 4. So I really have to go thin. And you know, you'll still get a shift out of this, even if you didn't cut it. You won't get as, you know, what's the word Angela's looking for, and she just can't seem to get it out. Let me think about this one. May not be as bright or as obvious, or, you know, one of those kind of words. Yeah. I'm having one of those brain fart days, which is almost every day for moi. Those who know me just, you know, probably shake their head, roll their eyes, and keep on going, pretend, you know, everything's all good. I'm sure my husband does. Oh well. Like I say, just light little trims. No big gouges. I got a drippy nose today. Not that anybody really probably cared to hear that. But if you hear me doing that, that's why. And take a little bit more off in here. Oh, I don't think I got it over here much either. Not that I'm worried about it, because I'm not. There. And ball these little scraps up. Use them for the side of it. I decided to do the outside first. It does take a few little bakes, so I don't bake it for an extremely long time between each one, because it would take me a week to make it. And I'll cover that little button part with the sunset pearl. As you can see, I used half this block and I took off 2 things of that. Well, it looks better on this side. Obviously, I didn't get right straight down through. I thought I seen a grissom fuzzy on here, but maybe, yeah, I did. He has left the room. So did Lucy. They're always so curious as to what I'm doing. And they don't like being by themselves. I don't blame them. But I do like my quiet time. Occasionally. There. So, yeah, nice and flat. Well, right here where I gouged it's not. Maybe I'll put that on the other side. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's going to be all right. Yeah. Nice and smooth there. I have my computer and printer and all that stuff upstairs in the computer room. So I'm always up and down. Up and down, up and down. And every time I go to grab a piece of paper down here, it's like, oh, it's all upstairs. So I actually remembered to bring some paper down today, which will be awesome. So we'll pick this up. I knew it wasn't going to be fit exactly, so we'll just give it a little bit of a pull. Because this is quite a weird shaped box. It's not an overly large deal. And I'm thinking, like, where I did this one, probably do this one in the other color. And I'm also thinking that this might, oh, almost lost my roller. This might be a little bit too dark. I might add some pearl in it. What do you guys think? I don't know. Sometimes I don't really know what I'm doing. I forgot to tell you. We also need some this bakeable medium stuff liquid clay. I'll put on the box. I apologize for my sniffing and snuffing. I can't help it. I have health issues, and well, one of them happens to be cystic fibrosis, and sinuses is one of the big things with it. And I have a lot of sinus problems. Some people might think I'm sick, but I'm not. It's my sinuses. They drive me crazy. Yeah, I'm kind of a finger girl. You can use a brush or whatever you want. I just tend to use my finger. I'm not fussy. I'm not too fussy. There. Okay, this was the top. A little bit of burnishing on here to flatten it all nicely down. So we definitely don't want any air bubbles because, you know, they're not our friend by no means. Like rubbing on the edge is really good too, because when you trim it, it trims much easier. And take my little knife here. Yeah, it doesn't close the inch. Oh, I'll tell you, maybe one of those days. I almost seen it coming. A little rub with the finger. Make sure it's all nice and smooth. And I'll probably get the sides done now too. That way, I don't want to do too much because I don't want it to get messed up. But like I said, I'm not going to bake it for an hour each time either. I'll be here all week trying to get the poor thing done. I don't have all week. There, nicely trimmed. Smooth it off. I'm gonna get pink on here, or sunset pearl. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put some of my pearl in that sunset pearl. I'm not really crazy about how dark it is. I want this more of a soft, subtle color. Boy, I'm on it today, aren't I? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, there's that part done. So let's use the other one I've already got rolled out. Oh, I didn't put it on number 4 though. I'll put it on number 4 now. There we go. So, oh, I'm not going to do, I always take these off too. And then I just kind of screwed them right back in because it's just a nicer finish. So we can do this side next. Some sticker stuff on there. Get that off. Apparently I forgot. There. Consider it gone. Oh, I should have left that on, but I took it off because I didn't think it would go well in the oven. Anyway, let's set this on my paper. Clean side of it. And we'll do this again. Maybe I can do this one better this time. I'm going to stand up and push down because I just don't have the strength to do it. Better. And we'll trim it off. Oh, I get right warm. Must be my age. There. And again, slice her down. Carefully. This can be a tedious part of claying. Whoops, I'm getting a little deep in that one. But it's definitely worth it in the end. I'm running out of room here. I don't have a huge desk, so that's probably one reason why it doesn't take much to clutter it. I just have a few little tools here, and it's like, okay, bring it on. Oh yeah, I bought something the other day too, just at the dollar store again. And it's for makeup. Setting your makeup stuff in there, probably brushes and just, I don't know. I'm not a big makeup person. I use a lot of moisturizers and stuff. Or I shouldn't even say a lot, but don't really wear much for makeup. Don't go anywhere far. Don't wear it when I'm working. Don't wear it at home. Anyway, now that we get that over with, all the booting edge, haha. Yeah, so I thought that would probably be pretty good to use for my tools. I haven't held out the bag yet, but if I do, I can show it to you later, or maybe even another video, because I can't promise it's going to be today. No, it won't be today, because by the time I get this done and we edit everything and all that fun stuff, could be a few days. Yeah, I've actually done this before without trimming it, just out of curiosity, and it didn't come out too bad. Obviously the trimming part's the best, but the most obvious. But again, if you're not into the trimming, don't feel you have to, because you don't. And I never get it perfect. Oh, another piece of paper. Now that I have paper, yeah, let's use a rock. That's what it's here for. Well, little pieces of clay everywhere. Can't stand the feeling of that. Get this nice and smoothed out. I might even take this down a notch and put it through the roller. Well, I don't really have to, I guess. Let's see how it looks when I get it out. Sometimes I like doing that just to make sure it's nice and flat. I did with the other one. Took it down just one more notch. And maybe I will. Okay, I'll put it through this way now. Just down to 3. And it will make it nice and smooth. See? It doesn't hurt it. So, like I say, if you're having troubles with burnishing or any of those kind of little things, feel free to do other things. Oh, rainy head. Whoops, getting it all over the place here. Getting a little crazy with it. This is definitely pushing the other end down, isn't it? Yippers. Keep yawning. Must be the time change is messing me up like it does everybody. All right. I just want to make sure that's not on here. We'll give this a little burnish. See how easy this is? Oh, I just love it. I'll probably be making up a few of these. Great for gifts. If you have the girls in your family or friends. Any air bubbles? Don't think so. I'm a bumpy right there. Probably stuck my fingernail in it. Bad habit of doing that. There. All right, trim the edges off. And then I'll throw this in the oven. Clay stuck to my blade, or my, whatever you want to call this thing. I'll just say my tool. I'll bake it for 15 minutes is what I'll do. That way I'll be safe. Stuff there. I just want to go over with my finger, make sure everything's nice and smooth. Did you see how I flipped that up? Can't be having any flip ups. Oh, but I see air bubbles. Right here's one. And push that out. I did. Air bubbles not allowed in clay. Oh, I think is that one? No, that's not one. I think maybe it is. Let me try. See if I can push. Oh, I know I can. It's just really come out if it is an air bubble. I don't see it now, so it must have been. And then when this comes out, we'll do the sides. Or, you know what? You guys really have the idea of what I'm doing. So I think when this comes out, I'll just do the sides. And then when I get into the inside, we'll have a little chat. You'll see what I'm doing then. And I'm probably going to be tinting this down some. It's just too dark for me. I want it lighter. So anyway, I'll get this baked, 15 minutes, do the sides, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, it's out of the oven. I took the screws and latch there off the back. Here I got raw clay on here, that fast. So now I'm going to work on the sides. And I did try, oh, I guess you probably can tell the difference between these two. I put some pearl in here. I like that better. I may even add a little bit more pearl to it. But again, I don't need that until we go to the inside. No, I need it for the outside too. But anyway, here we go. Let's start working on these sides. I do have some clay rolled out. I think I put it on my number 4. Let me try it again just to make sure. Yep, it's on my number 4. So here's this. Let me see, I'm going to do a little measuring. A little quick measuring because I don't have a lot of screenshot room here. These are my 2 longest. So I'll put this up here. We'll move this up a little bit more. I will use my texture stamp to put textures on both of these. And we'll do the same thing to, oh, didn't I say I was going to do the sides before I came back? Okay, well, this is what I'm doing. I showed you my color that I did. But again, I think I'm going to add a little bit more of the pearl to it. Get my roller going the right way here. So, and I showed you I took my box apart, my wooden box. And I'm going to do the same to this as I did to the top, or these sides. They're just the outer sides, not really top and bottom. This is bottom and this is top. Okay, so I'm going to do these. I'll put my liquid clay on the sides, put this on, and when that's finished, I'll bake it and I'll come back. All right, these are out of the oven. I got the sides done. And up here, I just kind of pieced it a bit. I haven't done the handle yet. I'm thinking I might do it in this color, just for contrast. And this is done. So now we're just going to start working on the inside. And for this piece here, I just put a little slit in it, made a circle, and maneuvered it around in there so it'll fit good. So, don't want to lose my little tiny screws. This isn't quite big, but I use my texture stamp again for here. And again, I did lighten that quite a bit. I probably put half pearl and half sunset pearl. If I can remember the names of everything, I'll be doing good. And I think I did. So I'll just give this a nice roll. Clay stuck to this. Don't really want clay stuck to my roller. Probably should be using my bigger roller, but that's all right. This one works just fine. There. You can see the difference between the two. I just found that to be way too bright. All right. And again, we're just going to slice this off as simple as possible. And after I do this, I am going to put it on my number 3 setting, which is one of my thinner settings. Number 7 is my thickest, in case anyone's wondering. This piece is going to look pretty. If I can get it cut properly. There we go. Coming together slow but sure. I think I wrote that out on a 4, yeah. I did. Pieces everywhere. They tend to stick to everything. Every little thing. There. Take a little bit more off here. That should be good. Gather up our little bits and pieces. And I'll put it through my number 3. Number 3. Which way am I going with this? I'll just go this way. Oops. Give me my white clay. There. And if I have to stretch it a bit, that's okay. I may have to take my ring off because it keeps flipping this way and it's going to dig into my clay. I'll take this one first. It's probably going to be the most difficult because it's the one that has the deepest part. I'm just going to take my finger and push it all around. If I have too much, I can put it on the sides because we're going to be doing the sides too. Excuse me. Definitely have plenty in here. I think I'm just going to set this on here. Here, which way goes the best? Again, I'll have to stretch it just a tad. And what did I do with my little, right here, I'm just going to trim it off. Like so. Oh, here's somebody coming down the stairs. It sounds like Lucy. Yeah, it's Lucy because she's the Berger one. Oh, does Winnie want to go pee? Okay. I have to pause, you guys. Duty calls. I'll be back. All right. Business is done. I'm back. Got this trimmed out. I'm just going to set it in here carefully. Here's my little rubber stuff. My rubber tools. Excuse me. So multitasking today. Got the pups out. Well, not all pups. Lucy's 2, Winnie's 15. Poor old thing. She's getting old. Yeah, I just punctured a hole in my veneer here. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Have a pork roast on the go. Still got to make some dog food. We mix it with their bought-in dog food. I don't trust that bought-in stuff. I find the dogs are much better now that I've been doing that. Thinking about doing the cat food too, but hers is a little bit more tricky. I have to do a little bit more research on that one. So they're gently doing this, even though I've poked a hole, but that's okay. We can fix that. Again, it is just clay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, now I'm going to trim that with my little knife. Oh, not having a good day today. There we go. Trim that off if I can get a hold of it. It's in there pretty deep. There. That piece stuck in there. Just drove my finger in it again. I'm good at driving my nails in my clay. It's just going to start becoming part of my designs. Joking, but yeah. Thank goodness we can rub them out. Something black there. I don't know what that is. Trying to get it. I think I just did. Yep. All right. Now I'm going to trim this side. Carefully. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pick it up so that I can tip it so you can see it better anyway. even gonna see where I went too deep in there with my rubber tool. Oops, see, here I go again. Pay attention, Ange. And trim it again. Oops. There. See where I got it? In the corner here I missed. Well, I didn't miss, I cut it. I pushed it with my rubber tool a little bit too hard. That's okay, I can stick a piece in there. I can never even know it was there. So then I'm just going to burnish this down. Use a smaller piece of paper. That was easy. Just like so. Anyway. Let me just give this a little push. I'm trying to do that with the corner here too. Give it a little push. In a minute. Little pieces of clay, I tell you, they get in the way and they make a mess. Or they can make a mess. Feeling on my fingers. Annoying little buggers. Take my rubber tool. Just push down a little bit. Like so. Problem solved. Gotta love clay. Can really maneuver it around. Definitely don't sweat the little things. Not worth it. Life is stressful enough. We don't need to add more to it, right? So I look at it anyway. I have a little hole. I don't have a hole there. I have a bubble. Hair pocket. So I'm going to see if I can push that out. Well, I just moved that from one spot to the other. That little tiny black spot. There. So I just see if I can rub that bubble out. So I'm just going to keep pushing it over. And following it. I don't know if you can see it going or not, but it's slowly going over to the side. Once I get it right over, it'll just puff right out the side. There. Bye-bye bubble. Just want to make sure it's good and flattened. And of course, everything I do to this one, I will be doing the same thing to this one. My fingers aren't working good today, can you tell? Yep, that's me. All right, I'm just going to do one side, and then I'll finish the rest on my own because it'll just get monotonous, you guys watching me. If it isn't already, but you can always fast forward too. I don't mind. I won't be heartbroken over it. So again, apply pressure with your texture stamp. Good pressure, probably better than what I'm doing. As my arms just don't have the strength that I used to have. I'm getting old and feeble. There, and again, slightly. Yeah, I'm kind of gritting my teeth while I'm doing this. Oh my goodness. Slightly, gently as possible, trim it off. You don't have to be like me and grit your teeth, but I don't know, I do weird things. I'm a weirdo, I'll admit it. Worst part of these little pieces are the worst part of doing this. So those little pieces, they get stuck everywhere. I do have a smaller blade that I normally use, but I don't know, I just keep grabbing this one. I know it's nice and sharp, maybe that's why. So just trim it up. Try to go as fast as I can without totally destroying this. While I was upstairs letting the dogs do their thing, made myself a cup of tea. I tend to lose track down here. Track of time, I mean. So when I went upstairs, yeah, fire's almost out. Dogs want to go out. Well, actually, it was Lucy that came down here and got me to let Winnie out. She's something else, I'll tell you. For a dog. She shocks me. She takes care of my cat Grissom and our older dog Winnie. She's pretty good at it. Pretty good babysitter, I guess, huh? Sure. All right, I'll do the longest side first. And I'm going to trim this. As closely to this as I can. And what I'm doing is I'm laying this down and I'm lining up from here to here, the inside. And I'm just going to mark this side so that I know I've got the right length. Or at least I hope I do. And I'll trim this as straight as possible. And I'll put my liquid clay in here. Like so. Pick up my sheet if I can. And I'll just lay it in here and make sure it's nice and tight to the bottom one. Grab my piece of paper. Is that my little one I ripped off? I don't think so. Nope, here it is. Blind in one eye and can't see up the other. Which reminds me I do need to make an eye appointment. Which I'll do one of these days, I'm sure. That way in the corner. Like so. Take my rubber tool. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know if you can hear the Lucy or not, but she's upstairs playing with one of her mini toys that she hasn't eaten. Yeah, here she comes. I can hear her bouncing around everywhere up there. And pretty soon I'm sure she's going to fly in here like she does. But she'll call me a liar. I like kids, you know, they do that. Oh, here she is. Hi, Lulu. Hi, Lucy Lou. Here, so just trim this up. And like I've said before, I will continue, do the other three sides, and I'll do this one. And when these are done, I'll come back. But it is pretty, I think, anyway. And it's very simple. And you can do anything with them. I mean, you could use canes if you want to put canes together and put them in, or you don't have to do the mica shift. You can use your stencils or your silk screens with designs on just regular plain old whatever color clay you want to use. There's lots you can do. But anyway, I'll finish up this, and when I'm done with the insides, I'll come back. Hi everyone. Day 2. Still working on the little box. I've been busy. As the inside's done, outside's done. Did the handles, the button. I got something on there, but I'll get it off after. I did do this on the top, and I was debating on doing it on this side too, but I'm not going to because I'll be sitting like this and opening up. But I do want to make some roses to put on top, like this one here. I'm going to do the same to this one, but I think I'm going to do 2 different colors, this color and the pearl. Try to get that rolled out. Can't put this on yet because plastic, rubber, whatever. I did put these on, but it's just a matter of screwing them on. I didn't want to waste any time on that either, because like I said, this has taken a while. So I'm going to go roll out some of this pearl, and I'm going to do it on a number 4. And when I get that done, I'll be back. All right. So I'm going to take some of my liquid clay again. I'm just going to put a dab of it here in the middle. Like so. I'll make sure our roses stick. I think I got plenty. More than enough, actually, but that's okay. I also want to find some green clay, see if I have some already out, but I don't think I do, so I'm probably going to have to go find some. I was going to do some leaves. But first, these are Jessam's cutters, her white ones. I got the smallest one. I should say Samantha Burroughs. So I'm going to pop a bunch of these. All right, of course, I get the first one stuck in there. Shocker! That should fit. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to do a bunch of these. And squish that one down very good. Again, fingers hurt, everything hurts. But we'll get it. Stuck again. Pop it out. Here comes Winnie. She came downstairs. I think she fell. So I heard a bang, and here she's still walking around. Okay, I hear you, Winnie. What's up, Winnie Boo? I lost count. So I do 2, then yeah, never mind, I'm just gonna do a bunch. I'll use what I use. I'm gonna do the same for this color. You know what, I'm just gonna make a couple and stick them on just so you see what I'm doing. Again, tutorial's getting very long. So I just take the circle and I roll it in my palm. I hear you, Winnie, I hear you. Like so. I'll put one together just in case you don't know how to do this. Whoops. Let's put something on it, I'm not using it. Oh, is that a yawn? Are you tired? I know. I'm gonna put you on hold. I don't know what she wants. She probably doesn't either. Right now she's sniffing in my stuff. All right, I'll be right back in a sec. Okay, folks, now we're back. Everybody's out of control. Okay, I've got some bright green. I couldn't find the color I really wanted, but I guess I used it all. So anyway, I'm going to use a little bit of bright green. I put a little bit of black in here to darken it a little bit. I've got my rosebuds all done, and I have some fuzzies from my fuzzy animals that I adore. Anyway, so I already put my liquid clay here, roll up my sleeves, and now I'm just going to make one or two, and I'll do the same with the leaves and show you what I'm going to do, and then I'll finish it. So we just roll up one. I usually take like one that's not overly large or spaced out. I can't even do it. Like from this one to, say, this one. So anyway, then I'll take this one, and wrap that around this way. And of course, you know, I'm showing you, so it's going to give me havoc, because it always happens to me. Then I'm going to flip it the other way and roll it around. And I'll go on part of that one. Halfway is where I do it, from the petals. Then this third one, I make sure I get both those petals. Then for a larger rose, I'll do it again, making sure that I get part of that last petal. And a bigger one, just this one, like so. Then one more, get a bigger petal, and there's your rose. And then I just pinch it underneath. It's just what I do. I'll pinch it right off. You can take your blade, cut it off, but I tend to just pinch it off. And I'll just set it right here. And that's your rose. And I'm going to be doing again, like I said, the pearl in that one. Then I'm just going to take, I don't know why it is, but I have to use a cutter to get my exact measurements for each piece, because I want to make some leaves for after I get my roses on, and I can demonstrate on the other one. I'll just take this, roll it in a ball. Actually, it's going to be an oval because of the way I was rolling it. But I make sure one side's rounded like this, and then I'll just give it a little squish, like so. Take my needle, squish down the middle, and then up the sides. And the same on the other side. And for this one, which I didn't put any on, I don't know why, but I didn't. And I'm just going to stick somewhere in the edges like this when I'm done putting all my roses on. This one likes its new home, so I'll just leave it there for now, because if I try to pull it out now, I'll probably end up making a mess of it. But anyway, this is what I'm going to be doing. So you can see that. I'm going to do like this color and the pearl and blah, 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 blah. Do up some leaves. Do them up the two different colors that I have. And when I get that all done up, I'll come back and show you. And here we are back again. I finished. Let me get a little closer here with this. It's not baked yet, but I'm going to bake it now. Now, as soon as I get off of here, I'll bake it. And after it's baked, I'll show you the end, which is just going to be this baked. I decided to put some leaves on this one and a couple of the pearl white. I thought it looked cute, so I'll throw this in the oven too. And yes, I have put a clear or a varathane on this, water-based varathane. Let me see, this one. But you can still bake it. I do it all the time. So anyway, I'm going to put these in the oven for probably 30 minutes. And I'll come back and show you when they're done. Okay, here they are, all done, out of the oven. As you can see, I added to this one. And you see, too, with the varnish I put on it, it didn't affect it at all. Came out good. And this one here, I haven't put any varnish or anything on it. I don't think I will. I think it looks just fine without it. And I got the elastic thing back on. And my roses and greenery. Oops, I got some clay stuck on there. I'll have to get that off. And there it is. So that's the end of the tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I gave you some inspiration to do different things. Until next time, take care. Bye.